Yo guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video we'll be talking about Hurricane Ida, Invest 97 out and Invest 98 out, which has an 80% chance of becoming Julian right now. And I've just been looking at the forecast models on my laptop on the HWRF. They are hinting we're gonna be at 9:40 when you make landfall Sunday night at 8 p.m. They are going with 75 miles per hour and 987 millibars. But I'm going with 80 miles an hour. They've still got 60 on my phone. I'll just reset the yeah, they're going with 75 miles an hour and the pressure of 987 millibars. Located at 21.6 degrees north and 82.7 degrees west. Moving northwest at 13 knots, which is 15 miles per hour right now. I'll show you the forecast cone for the system. Right, you do have hurricane watches, hurricane warnings in effect for Cuba, and then you got hurricane watches in effect for New Orleans, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and maybe some parts of Texas. But this storm is meant to really start to rapidly intensify very soon. So, actually already has rapidly intensified into a hurricane. So, yeah, this is only going to be a short video because I've got stuff to do and all that. So anyway, home, they're giving this one an 80% chance of formation. An 80% chance of formation. As soon as that gets up to 90%, then it should be able to form into a system here. And then we got that one there, and we do have to keep a close eye on the Caribbean next week, because there's going to be another system out there, out here, that should do this again. So, and that could become a strong storm. This storm will possibly become a hurricane as it heads towards out the sea, and not become a major. This storm will probably just stay as a weak tropical storm, or maybe even subtropical at the most, to be honest. I think this one will become subtropical. This one will definitely become tropical. Ida is moving like that. It can move like that, or it can move like that. You don't really know, but Ida is here. I don't know what the island is off Cuba, but it's making landfall there. You got Invest 98 and Invest 99. No, Invest 97, should I say. And I'll show you the forecast models. The HWRF is indicating of 947 millibars. I will show you this model to start off with. Right, 991 millibars. 955. The GFS is saying right now. HWRF is still calling as 940. As you can see, there is a potential system and you have got this system here, which should possibly might become a major. This system here, but yeah, this one you could have Mindy, Nicholas, Odette. So Mindy, Nicholas, Odette, Peter, Rose, Sam, Teresa, Victor, and Wanda. So we have got 8 name storms left. I think we'll probably get up to about the O name storm in September, or maybe even the R name storm in September, and then in October we'll go to the S. No. So RS TVW. So anyway, yeah, as you saw in the latest frames, before this one tried to become a major hurricane, you saw that there was another system trying to develop. You can see here, which becomes a brief one, and you got this one here. So all you have is just tropical wave after tropical wave. Literally, tropical waves will probably form here, and later part of September they'll come off here and really start to head towards the west. The tropical waves could move like this up north, like that, like this current wave is doing, and then they could move into the Caribbean, make landfall on the Gulf Coast, or move north, make landfall in Florida, or they could move out near North Carolina and then shoot up north, or they could just go in between the high pressure system, move north a little bit and hit North Carolina and just move north. So yeah, and obviously that system obviously tries to reform back here but then dies over here. You can see. But then obviously it tries to consolidate itself over here. See where all that long line of convection is here. But doesn't get itself, actually tries to get itself organised. But doesn't really do that. And then we got Mindy, and this one could be Nicholas. We could have Odette, Rose, Sam, Teresa, Victor, and Wanda. So yeah. So anyway, that's north of the GFS, HWRF, Ida. Now. Ida has been hard to track because the HWRF is going with 938 on landfall right now. 938 millibars on landfall. And then obviously it moves up north like this. I'm not really doing that much. It should stall, though. And as soon as it makes landfall, it's 938 millibars, which is here. Do expect that onshore flow of wind wrapping around its centre. And do expect some storm surge along the coast there. 7 to 11 feet near the storm. 4 feet here, 7 feet here. So even though this bit is probably dry as usual, usually you would have a full ring of moisture, but obviously at this point, before it makes landfall, it will probably have a bit of dry air trying to get on this side, because this side's completely moist. This side, you do have moisture here, near where the eye wall is, but here you don't. So you just have to keep an eye on that. When it's like this, obviously, yeah, it does have moisture here. Even at 940, it has moisture all around its center. Even in the convective cloud tops here and there. But then 938, I think a bit of dry air starts to training a bit. So you can see this bit opening a bit. And obviously 939 is when it's making landfall. You see this bit starting to collapse. The CDO is starting to collapse at this point. CDOs, yes. As you can see, these outbands here are starting to collapse. You can see the eye wall is starting to close. As you can see, these outband, you still experience some storm surge coming up from here. Until this is fully, completely gone. And obviously the eye wall gets covered even more. The CDO structure starts to lose. But you still expect that onshore flow. But then it moves into more land. It's still producing a bit of that storm surge until it actually gets off here. This bit starts to get calm. But then this bit here is where the storm surge is. So do expect some good amount of rainfall along Tennessee and all that. Obviously, CDO structure starting to lose itself right now. Center is when it's a category 2. Weakening rapidly from this point. Barely any moisture around its center. So as you can see, all it has is just this big cluster of high-end thunderstorms here. And the eye wall starts to collapse. The CDO structure is starting to decouple from the system. But obviously, as you can see here, this side's starting to open up. This side's still fully. But yeah, as you can see, still producing heavy rainfall here. Still a bit of rainfall here, a tiny bit of rainfall here, tiny bit of rainfall there, and a tiny bit of rainfall here. But barely anything on this side and in the center, because it's all completely dry. 988, which is still a hurricane. 989. This is still a hurricane, but it's looking a lot worse, as you see. There's only a strong amount of rainfall here. The 991 is definitely where it starts to really weaken, because you see the ice starts to get away from its central circulation. You see this bit over here where the heaviest amount of rainfall is, here and here. And then obviously it starts to really disorganize, and it's away from its fuel source. Like we were talking about this with Fred. Obviously, I'll show you the simulated IR imagery. And this is what it looks like when it's completely dissipating over land. But actually, I'll show you right now. And yeah, the HWRF model is taking this system. See, it almost developed an eye. When it gets off the coast, it develops an eye. And you see that lovely eye wall here. This indicates of an eye wall making landfall. Weakening as it moves into land though. But the GFS, no, the HRF is indicating of a 938 millibar landfall. 938 millibar landfall. And if that does actually turn out, you will have a massive eye wall. There's some good convection blown up near the centre of circulation. Right, when it was down here, see, the eye wall was stopped trying to form an eye. Then obviously you had all the good convection here. Florida is getting a bit of rain from this system, so is Cuba right now. And then obviously 0-0 on Saturday. This is when it's actually meant to be moving off the down coast of Cuba and actually start to move into the Gulf. At this point, I think tropical storm force winds start to impact Florida at this point. So, Florida do watch out for tropical storm force winds. It does get disorganized, as you see. So it gets closer. Actually, the simulated IR wants it actually moving a bit closer to Florida. And then moving out again, as you see, it gets organized. You see an eye wall is trying to form an iris right there. An elongated eye. But just watch that just watch that try and cover up. With this convection, Florida you do have some storm surge. So just watch that. So you see now, there's an eye trying to pop out there. As you can see, an eye is completely popped out at this point. Not clear yet, but it only gets clear about here actually. It actually looks really nice, but at this frame it looks even better. Relatively small eye, got some good banding on the system. Do indicate some storm surge along here as it pushes towards the north like that. So do indicate some tropical storm warnings. As you can see, as it indicates, it will start to rain itself out and fully dissipate over Tennessee and near Michigan and all that jazz. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll just quickly show you the satellite imagery and then I'm going to have to end the video here because I am quite busy tonight doing stuff. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy. And obviously, I haven't looked at the HMON specifically because sometimes the HMON does sometimes underrate systems. But if you are gonna copy me and do systems, do not look at the NamGen model, because the NamGen model tends to overestimate storms or underestimate them. So I wouldn't use the NamGen model. As you can see, it's really organized as it was yesterday. See, it is making landfall. You should see in the central circulation trying and making landfall. It's just off the coast. it should do that, move overland, and then come back over the sea for a little bit. It should probably go up 5 miles, and then come off the coast, weaken to about 10 miles per hour, and then move up here and start to really organise and rapidly intensify. So, obviously, it's still got a bit of wind shear indicating the system right now. Just a little bit, but it's nothing to hinder the storm whatsoever. Jamaica's still getting rain. The whole of Cuba's basically getting rainfall right now. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. And I shall see you all in the next video. Peace and have a great day.